Hello, hello, my dear angling friends, and welcome back to the channel. It's your fishing buddy here to break down the bite for a truly interesting day. January 18th, 2026. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mid-January in Ireland, it's got to be cold, right? And you'd be absolutely spot on, but here's the kicker, friends. This day, with its subtle shifts and a brand new moon, holds secrets for those of us brave enough to unlock them. Stick with me, because even in the heart of winter, Ireland's waters can surprise us with a truly rewarding catch. Today's forecast suggests a capricious to moderate bite, but with the right tactics, we're going to turn a challenging day into a potential success story. So let's dive in. All right, let's talk about our prime targets and how to outsmart them on this chilly day. Based on typical winter activity in Ireland, well, focus on a few hardy species that don't shy away from the cold. First up, the mighty pike, our freshwater giants. These incredible predators remain active even when the water cools down, but their metabolism slows considerably. This means they're less likely to chase fast-moving lures, so we need to adjust our approach. Where to look? Forget the shallow margins for now, friends. Focus your efforts on the deeper sections of larger lofts and slow-moving rivers. Look for those significant drop-offs, any remaining dense weed beds that still offer cover, and submerged features like old river bends or sunken trees. These are the places where bait fish will congregate and where a lethargic pike will be waiting for an easy meal. On what to catch them? Slow and steady wins the race with winter pike. My top recommendation is dead baits, small roach or perch, presented on a light ledger setup, either on the bottom or suspended just above it with a paternoster rig. You can also use large, soft plastic lures, but retrieve them incredibly slowly, almost dragging them along the bottom. Remember, patience is absolutely key here. Next, for my sea angling companions, the resilient cod and whiting are definitely on the cards along the stunning Irish coast. With sea temperatures hovering around 9 degrees Celsius, these coastal opportunities are always there, even in the depths of winter. For cod, you'll want to seek out their usual winter haunts. From a boat, focus particularly on rough ground, reefs, and even wrecks. From the shore, sandy beaches that feature deeper gullies or rocky outcrops are ideal ambush points. They'll be searching for easy meals in the stirred-up water. On what to catch them? A sturdy surf rod with a fixed paternoster or running ledger rig is your best friend. Forget the flashy lures for now. In winter, natural baits like fresh peeler crabs or large lugworms are far more effective. Strips of mackerel or herring can also work wonders. Cast your bait into those calmer pockets behind sandbanks and let the scent do the work. And what about whiting? These eager biters are readily available from beaches and rocky headlands, especially where there's a good surf running. Simple bottom rigs with small hooks, baited with lugworm, ragworm, or even small strips of mackerel will do the trick. They're often feeding in the aerated water created by the surf, so don't be afraid to cast into those breaking waves. Now, for those who love their coarse fishing, roach can provide some fantastic sport. In January, these fish will be shoaled up in the deeper, slower sections of rivers, canals, and lofts. Look for them near features like bridges, moored boats, or any areas that offer a bit of shelter from the cold currents. A light float fishing setup or feeder fishing with fine lines and small hooks will be most effective. Use small, delicate baits like a single maggot, small caster, or bloodworm. Ground bait very sparingly. You want to attract them, not fill them up. Now let's break down the conditions for January 18th, 2026, so you understand why these tactics are going to give you the edge. We're looking at a classic Irish winter's day, so dress warm. Weather. The forecast shows air temperatures around 5 to 6 degrees Celsius during the day, dipping to a chilly 1 degree Celsius overnight. we can expect some light precipitation throughout the day, around 6 millimeters in total, mostly as drizzle. Wind speeds are predicted to be a moderate breeze, possibly from the south or southwest. Atmospheric pressure is generally low for this period. How does this affect fishing? Well, friends, the low pressure can sometimes stimulate feeding activity just before or during a pressure drop, which offers a glimmer of hope. However, the overall cold air temperatures and light rain will generally keep fish lethargic and seeking deeper, more stable environments. Water temperature. As I mentioned, coastal sea temperatures are averaging around 9 degrees Celsius. Inland freshwater bodies will be significantly colder, likely between 4 and 6 degrees Celsius. This cold water is the biggest factor, my friends. It drastically slows down fish metabolism, meaning they're not going to be moving much or chasing anything quickly. They'll be conserving energy and huddling in the warmest, most comfortable spots they can find. Moon phase. And here's an interesting one for January 18th. We have a new moon. That's 0% illumination, effectively making it a dark sky event. Popular fishing lore often suggests that a new moon can be a slower period for bites, as minimal light levels might reduce feeding activity, particularly for visual predators. However, from my experience, a new moon can also mean excellent night fishing for certain species, as the darkness can encourage bolder feeding behavior in some deep water dwellers. Overall fish activity, given the cold air and water temperatures, the light precipitation and the new moon, overall fish activity across Ireland will be on the capricious to moderate side for January 18th. The cold will generally slow things down and fish will be in their winter holding patterns, feeding but not voraciously. Success will heavily depend on your patience, your ability to locate deeper, more stable environments where fish congregate, and your choice of natural, slower presented baits. It's a day for the patient and strategic angler. So there you have it, my friends. Your comprehensive fishing forecast for January 18th, 2026 in Ireland. It's a challenging day, no doubt, but one that absolutely rewards dedication and smart tactics. Don't let the cold deter you. Embrace the winter challenge. I wish you all tight lines and screaming reels. May your nets be heavy and your hearts be full. Remember to hit that like button if you found this forecast helpful, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and join our amazing angling community. And now I want to hear from you. What are your go-to winter fishing tips for cold weather? Have you had any surprising catches during a new moon? Share your stories and plans for the upcoming weekend in the comments below. Your insights make this community truly special. Until next time, stay safe out there and happy fishing.